These right here are the two officers who Nashville police say confronted that shooter at Covenant School in Nashville after the shooter killed those 6 people. The Uvalde Foundation now going to honor those officers, and Daniel Chapin is with the foundation. The group did form after the shooting at Robb Elementary over in Uvalde, Texas. I do want to bring Daniel in to talk more about all of this. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Of course. So first off, just tell me your overall reaction as you watched that body cam video and did see these officers and the way that they reacted to this situation.
From the moment I turned the video on, I froze, to be honest. I think there was a number of us in the room when the video was released, and we froze because all of our minds went back to May of last year. And we began to wonder, are we going to face a similar situation? And then step by step, with intent, with obvious execution of training, and with heart that you cannot train, these officers responded. We don't forget the lives that were lost, but we certainly know that more lives could have been had these officers not reacted in the manner that they did.
How are you and your organization going to honor these officers for their efforts?
When we evaluate departments in terms of their response to these type of tragic situations, we look at execution, training, and we look at heart. And all of those, as I alluded to a moment ago, were prevalent here. So each of these officers, both officers pictured here now, will be awarded a commendation for heroism as well as dedication to duty. And the department itself, we do not forget that these are officers that are trained. This type of response is not by accident. This is trained response. This is execution of trained response. So that came from a department that is as committed to their students and to their community as is illustrated in these actions recently.
And you obviously formed this group after that shooting that did happen at Uvalde last year. So tell me how the situation here differs from that one. Obviously, there's been a lot of criticism over how long those officers did wait to enter the school and take out the shooter there. So just kind of explain to me the difference in the two incidents here.
I think that one highlight to note, as I addressed that briefly, is the average response time and I said response time, for what we call code 3 in law enforcement or emergency service response, is in this nation 9 to 12 minutes. Within 77 minutes, with over 367 officers responding in Uvalde, the situation came to an end within 14 minutes from the moment of communication to completion, to execution. These officers responded. Timeliness was a key factor here. Timeliness is a key factor. Since Columbine High School in 1999 forward, officers, departments across the country have been training and looking and reevaluating and making certain that in their response protocols, timeliness, we can't save every life, but we can save lives. And execution of that timeliness is critical.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us here. Is there anything else that you want to add before we let you go?
We truly hope that departments across the nation are taking note, because there is a glimmer of hope as this nation is facing what we're facing across the board in classrooms everywhere. And that's departments such as Nashville. So we're recognizing them, and we hope the nation is taking notice.
All right. Thank you again for taking the time to join us here and provide that information. Again, those officers are going to be honored by your organization after their response to that shooting. Thank you again for taking the time to join us.
Thank you, sir.